Amidst heavy criticism over his defection to the ruling All Progressives Congress APC from the People's Democratic Party PDP, discredited former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani-Kayode on Monday paid some women to welcome him back to his Abuja home. Sahara reporters has gathered. The former minister had shared a video showing the women dancing and singing "Home Sweet Home, Faithful God, Bless His Name," Fani-Kayode wrote while sharing the video. The women were heard saying, "Our helper, our helper, our helper. There's something that makes me come into your presence, our helper." Sahara reporters gathered from a reliable source close to the former minister that the women were paid to show support for Fani-Kayode amidst the backlash that followed his defection. The women in the video were paid, some as low as 3,000 naira, to show that he has a support base, the source said. The former minister had last Thursday officially returned to the APC. Fani-Kayode was presented to President Muhammadu Buhari at the State House Abuja by the chairman of APC National Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee and Governor of Yobe State, Mimala Buni. While speaking, Fani-Kayode had said he was instrumental to the defection of three People's Democratic Party governors to APC. However, 2 years ago, when it was rumored that the former minister had joined the APC, he completely ruled out the possibility of defecting to the ruling party. Taking to Twitter at the time, he described the ruling party as a filthy, rat-infested sinking ship. He also referred to the party as darkness and the Amajiri People's Congress. He has said, "The suggestion that I joined the APC is false and insulting. Those that are peddling this fake news should bury their heads in shame. With what we have witnessed, I would rather die than join a filthy, rat-infested, sinking ship like the Amajiri People's Congress APC. I am committed to opposing the APC and those that are in their ranks for the rest of my natural life, and I will never join them no matter what. They are nothing but darkness, while I stand for the light of God and truth. There can be no fellowship between light and darkness." Although Fani-Kayode said he returned to the APC for the unity of the country, Sahara reporters gathered that he defected to have his corruption cases with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission quashed. He was arraigned in 2016 alongside a former Minister of State for Finance, Nenadi Usman, Danjuma Yusuf, and a firm, Joint Trust Dimensions Limited, over an alleged 4.9 billion naira fraud. The former minister, who was also the director of publicity for President Goodluck Jonathan's presidential campaign organization for the 2015 election, was accused of conspiring with the others to directly or indirectly retain various sums which the EFCC claimed they ought to have reasonably known were proceeds of crime. In one of the counts, the defendants were accused of comprising among themselves to indirectly retain the sum of 1.5 billion naira, which sums you reasonably ought to have known forms part of the proceeds of an unlawful act, to wit, stealing. The four were also accused of indirectly retaining 300 million naira, 400 million naira, and 800 million naira, all proceeds of corruption according to the EFCC. Fani-Kayode was accused of directly using parts of the money at various times, including 250 million naira, which he allegedly used between March 20th and 25th, 2015. He was also accused of making a cash transfer of 24 million naira with one Olubode Oke, said to still be at large on February 12th, 2015, to paste postal co of 125 Lewis Street, Lagos Island. The duo were said to have made the transaction without going through any financial institution, and as EFCC claimed, was contrary to Section 1A and 16D of the Money Laundering Prohibition Amendment Act 2012 and punishable under Section 16(2)(b) of the same act. Months later, the former minister was arrested and solely arraigned on 5 counts bordering on money laundering to the tune of 26 million naira, according to the EFCC, Fani Kayode allegedly received a sum of 26 million naira from the office of the former National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambu Dasuki, retired in 2014. Well, he don't need a soothsayer to tell you. Seeing that video alone, you should ask yourself, when have you seen people cheering him up and doing all of that? We know that it's just for damage control. Now there's a bill. When you see the people, how many of them? I mean, which time? Me, I've never seen. Nobody, me, I've never seen. Maybe you have seen. Maybe people, running around him and all of that. Apart from on social media, that people always, okay, what he says, which is the reality about the ruling party and the government of the day, which is biting everybody. Everybody knows that. So his own 360-degree U-turn, everybody still understands. But it's shame to those who are even accepted him. Shame to all of them who are saying that if you join APC, your sins are forgiven. Shame to all of them. Shame, 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 shame. Not only Fani Kayode, all of them. Shame to all of them. And we could see those women and the way, if you see from that video, the way Fani Kayode was raising his shoulder, saying, immediately I saw that, I knew this is just a damage control. Let them continue to deceive themselves. Well, ensure you take all these ladies as you are admitted into Amajiri People's Congress. Typical Nigeria politician. Our poor women don't suffer for this man handle. He built his bridges into APC. He's the man of the guests, so I'm not surprised he hired guests. He doesn't even need to hire them. Just a phone call and they will rush him. Another word for shameless should be FFK. Our politicians are FFK. That is, our politicians are shameless. We know how far the frustrated man can go. This is the most shameless person on earth of 2021. To talk about this man is not good for my sanity. Okay? In case you don't know why FFK defects to APC, this is why. Man must eat, and he decided to eat foreign rice that he was denied in the above occasion for eternity. Can you imagine? Hi. My great-grandfather is Fulani, so I'm here to collect my own share of the national cake. Funny country with a funny individuals, principled like FFK. What an irony, since some of those hailing him at the beginning of this year, condemning him by not knowing leopard can change its spot. I called many of them funny for the abuses received on this platform by advising them not to take him seriously because of his fluency in writing and spoken English, which is one of the characteristics of his late father, to deceive my father in the First Republic. Thank God he's been exposed within a short time. Same people who applauded him with 2K, like being the future president in Yoruba land, were painted being betrayer, whom shouldn't be entrusted with power. Does it shock you? If his latest move shocks you, it doesn't shock me. Well, I think this is the final disgrace that he will get. Who is he going to be deceiving? Nobody. We can't deceive anybody again. That's just what I know.